All right, my bad. I know it's been a minute. You deserve better. You deserve more videos. But you got one person to thank for this. Articulated Ninja called me up and he was like, bro, we missed you at the Volacon, the Action Force show. Really wish you were there. And I wish that I was there too. But at the time, I had a lot of shit going on in my life. I was closing up a really big project. We were in crunch time. It would have been the worst time ever to go. I also listed my house for sale, which is a weird step in anybody's life. I'm trying to make the jump to Florida. I've also started the construction process of my new house in Florida. And then I think even at the same time, like me and my girl decided to take a little break. Actually, I think she told me to fuck off. She was moving out, something like that. I don't know. I don't give a shit. We've already started fucking again, so I'm sure by Comic-Con we'll be fully blown back together. It's just part of the learning curve of a relationship, at least in my world. Finding that super sweet girl that you can live happily ever after with would be an awesome choice. She's also going to be butt-ass ugly and horrible in bed. I would rather have a completely psycho, crazy bitch that takes it in the ass daily and then deal with some severe couple fights. Pick your battles. Choose your lifestyle. I chose mine, and now I live with it every day. She's going to be a bitch, but the sex is going to be great. Not to mention she's a gourmet cook and cleans the house like nobody's business. So we're already back down that path, so you don't have to have any condolences for the breakup. I'm cool. We're good. We'll be back on track in no time. We've actually planned a Florida vacation in about a week to go check, start getting the land and shit ready for the new house, which I'm really excited about. Yes, there will be a toy room down there. A very limited toy room, but a toy room nonetheless. As you probably see, I decided to flex on you fools with my San Diego Comic-Con pass. I will be going, Dwight. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing you. All the haters, I will be there. Don't be a pussy. Don't be a bitch. If you got a problem with me, come up and say it. Or just sit there and turn your head down whenever I walk in the Hasbro booth. I'm cool either way. I will go to the Hasbro booth. I'll probably talk to Dan. I do like that motherfucker. I'll try to talk to Dwight. I don't think that he would show me much love. Or Jesse, for that matter. Which is understood. I get it. When you're calling these guys out for having shitty, lazy, cheap, generic products, which are very expensive for years and years and years, and they don't make any changes, I can see why I wouldn't be their favorite YouTuber. It makes sense to me. But while I'm there, and I see all the other YouTube channels waiting in line to dangle those nuts or suck on those Hasbro dicks, I will definitely call them out on it. I'm definitely looking forward to that. I wish that I'll try not to name too many names, but I wish a few YouTubers were there just for I could witness their level of dick sucking ability. I'm gonna take you a quick tour of the toy room. You know I've been hustling on Mercari. If you want to see an amazing toy collection, just go on my Mercari page. Everybody's gonna go, what's the link? I don't know the fucking link. Just look up action figure. Look for the colorful backboard. You'll find it eventually. I've been selling a ton of shit. Not bragging, whatever. I usually do list or sell or hustle or post office runs about 2 hours a day. I've been consistently making at least 1,000 a week. Not like bragging or whatever. I'm just saying that when your collecting days start to come to an end, there will be a light at the end of the tunnel if you're not lazy, because you can sell your old shit for a decent amount of money. I'll try to look them up real quick. I'll see what the top price was, list it for that, and then I'll have it eventually come down on its own to a lower price. People will try to lowball me and shit. I'm like, bro, I'm going to lowball myself eventually. Just jump in when you're comfortable with the price. You don't have to like talk me down, even though I do accept almost every low offer that I get, just because when you're trying to sell, I don't know, 8,000 action figures, you got to take some low prices on from time to time, which is totally cool. So I'm going to walk you around the toy room, show you what I got left, show you what I'm trying to get rid of. You motherfuckers have been asking me for a Cribs edition video forever. I figure since I'm selling the house, hopefully it sells. I haven't had too much action in the past 2 weeks. It's been on the market for 3 weeks. The first week, I had a shit ton of people roll through. I actually thought it was going to sell in no time. The next 2 weeks, not one person's came and looked at it. So now I'm getting a little nervous because I've already started construction of the new house. So I don't want to have 2 houses. That's something I don't think I'm financially ready for. Well, maybe I am, but I wouldn't want to be here if I had a house there for sure. And I don't know, I just need to sell it. So we'll give you a quick tour. I'll show you what I'm keeping. I'll show you what I'm getting rid of. I'll give you a walk through the house. I kind of feel like it should be a mandatory video for every toy YouTuber out there to do a Cribs edition, no matter how pathetic it is, to do a Cribs edition video for the fans. I figure we've been watching you guys for years. Let's see your setup. Let's go outside the toy room. Let's see what you're working with. Let's see what you've put together. If I could have run one request for that, it would definitely be Boog. He would be on top of my list. God, for him to do a Cribs version, oh, I literally just got goosebumps thinking about that. That would be great too. I guess we could see one like JC, but that would just be like a weird looking house with a McDonald's playground on the background to try to attract little kids that aren't his own for weird reasons that we probably shouldn't talk about. Enough of me running my mouth. Hopefully this video isn't too long, but you know that once I start running my fucking mouth, it just doesn't stop for some reason. If it gets boring, turn it off. If you like it, leave a comment. If not, fuck off. I really don't give a shit. But either way, I will be at Comic-Con. I will be doing some live videos, so check those out if nothing else. Let's check this shit out. All right, as promised, we're gonna go ahead and start with the toy room. If you've seen old collection videos of mine or whatever, you remember how completely packed solid the toy room was. Everything that you see now that is this completely bare, empty shelf, that's how many action figures that I've sold. So I've sold quite a few. I think I've did like 50 something thousand on Macari. I've also sold a few on the side. So total, I probably sold about 65,000 in action figures, which is amazing because I bought a lot of this shit years ago, enjoyed it forever. It just got stale. It just got to where it wasn't really fun to own anymore. And then the more I sell, the more I enjoy that I keep. As far as the rest of what I'm going to sell, Star Wars 3 3/4, I still kind of like it. I'm on the fence. I think I might sell it just because I don't think I want a toy room at the new house big enough to house it. I don't know. If I could sell all of that in like one lump sitting would be fucking amazing. I know the odds of that are extremely difficult. I tried to sell the Masters of the Universe collection, which was basically this whole entire section here. I wanted to sell that in a lump. And actually selling it piece by piece, and I did much better than I would have if I would have sold it in a lump. I actually did fairly well. I sold that whole collection for probably more than what I paid for it, which is very refreshing when you're trying to get rid of it. This is basically all I have left of Masters of the Universe. This, and then I have the Castle Grayskull way down there, and everything else is gone. So it's surprising how the shit moves. I just sold this King Kong, and as I was putting it in the box, I sold it for 140 bucks. As I was putting it on in the box, the arm broke right off. That fucking sucks. Had to refund the dudes the money, and now like I just got that broken piece of shit, which I'm gonna sell it to my boy Brock for 20 bucks. He said he's gonna fix it, but then he's gonna keep it in his collection. I got stuff like this, like my bone collection, phone bone. That's something that I want to keep. At the same time, I listed it for 300 bucks. If I could get 300 bucks, I'm going to sell it. If somebody offers me 299 bucks, I'm going to pass on it because it's worth keeping. But at the same time, it's also worth selling. Up there on the top shelf, you got like the Popeye action figures. I went and listed those two for a high price as Shrek. I'm keeping the Mario stuff. I love Mario. I said I wasn't, but I went ahead and listed the Skeleton Warriors for a high price. I'm kind of hoping that that won't sell. But at the same time, if it does sell, I came up pretty good on it. And then just kind of moving around the toy room, we got more empty shelves there. So this stuff is moving. I got a lot of this listed. I still have a lot of shit to list. Let me show you my Puppet Master collection. It's one of my favorites. I had it on the top shelf. I am keeping this. I'm not going to list it. I'm going to keep these forever. I absolutely love this collection to death. The only one that I'm thinking about selling is the Pinhead and the Halloween costume. I really don't like exclusives and specialties. I just got it because it was Puppet Master. But that collection to me is everything. Got the Jurassic Park up there. I know Ninja was just asking me what I thought about the Mattel exclusive thing, that bullshit playset thing that they're making for $250, and it's literally a fucking door that with that electronically moves a car that we already have. Let me try to get you to the front of mine. Sorry for the movement here. They're making that door, but electronic, with, I don't know if you can see it, with that vehicle and a repainted dinosaur that we already have for $250. You guys can suck my fucking dick on that. Like that's just not gonna work. Let's get out of the toy room, show you the rest of the crib. Like I said, this should be a mandatory video for every toy YouTuber out there. This is my artwork. This is where the talker art came from. The talker just came because I'm always running my fucking mouth. The art because I used to make a lot of art. I also have the Nightmare Before Christmas mask right here. Like I said, I built my whole house. I built almost everything in it. Here's some more of my artwork. The Captain America one. It's like a 3D wood. Lady Death up there. I've been around the world. I've been a lot of places. Everywhere I went, I tried to get a mask. So I have all these weird masks from around the world. I was lucky enough to have one of my best friends work for MTV, and he would take me everywhere for free just to hang out with him and fuck hookers and live the time of our life, which I highly recommend if you can afford it. My next stop is definitely the Philippines. Here's some more of my artwork, some more masks. I can't even remember the places where I got a lot of these things from. This is like a 3D movie cell. You push the button on it and then Batman shit and everything pops out. It was really cool. I think it was like $200 or whatever. Here's the mask. Here's the laundry room. I went ahead and did a checkered rainbow. Not because I like sucking dick. The rainbow used to actually be a really cool symbol until those fuckers, which I like the gays, don't think that I don't, but once they try to turn the kids gay and tell the kids they need to cut off their fucking pecker, well, you just lost me. That shit went way too far. Here's the kids' room. It's an absolute dream kids' room. Definitely hooked up my son with some shit like this. Got bunk beds in here. He's not really into action figures. The only thing that he's really into is video games. That's his computer gaming system over there. He spends way too many hours there. I'd love to get him into like dirt bikes or bicycles or skateboards or something. It's not really him, but whatever. The kid's fucking happy. He gets good grades and he's just a good kid. So I let him do whatever the fuck he wants. But this is his setup. He's got his own bathroom over there. I don't really need to show you the bathroom. It's just a fucking bathroom. We'll come out of here, take you into the living room. Here's some more of my artwork. This one I love. I love the Max. I just thought the piece was great. I was really excited to do it. Here's the kitchen. Yes, I like color. I also like solid black too, so kind of on the fence with whatever. There's the pantry. Got a wine rack, but I don't drink. I just thought that it looked cool in there, and all those bottles are basically empty anyways. Here's the stove. Got GE Monogram appliances. That's the one where the motor's up top. That's why the ones that have this. These fridges are fucking crazy expensive. I think like the cheap ones are like 10 grand. GE Monogram on everything. Couldn't afford a Wolf stove and couldn't afford a Sub-Zero, so that's why I went ahead and went with the GE Monogram. In reality, they're just as good, but you don't get that name brand. And then in here, like as an action figure collection, as a collector, when you can't find action figures, you start binging and you just start buying stupid shit like a Hulk cookie jar or like a Hulk and Rhino salt and pepper shaker or a 1/1 scale Iron Man mask, or Dr. Doom statues, or just random weird shit because you need that fix. Like, you need to get that fix. Here's a table that my buddy put together. Of course, I built the booth, all that. Once again, more masks out here. And then if you look up into the loft, I got all these masks. I did get all those from South Africa. And then we were sweating it. Like, me and my boy, I was like, how the fuck are we gonna get these through customs? How are we gonna bring them back? The lady at Africa, he works for MTV, recognized them and told us to skip the line and just walked all our shit, and they didn't check it, nothing. So that was pretty convenient. That was awesome. It's nice to have friends in high places. Apparently, if it was me, they probably would have taken them all away and told me to get fucked. The girlfriend, ex, current, whatever the fuck we are right now, I'm not real sure. She recently got a plant addiction. There was like 50 fucking plants in the house. She took most of them, moved them out to her girlfriend's house. That's where she's staying right now, but I'm sure she'll be back by the weekend. It seems to be a pattern of mine. Got these Thor hammers. This one is amazing. It's the ultimate one. Probably gonna keep some stuff like this. You got the Battery Bill hammer, 1/1 scale, and the basic Thor hammer. You got, once again, as a collector, when you can't find what you're looking for, you start buying other shit. When I go to Comic-Con for years, I just buy whatever. Movie sales, Simpsons sales, comic book sales, anything. You got a pellet stove right here. It gets pretty cold in Vegas in the summer. Those things, I don't know if you've ever used one or not. They're amazing, energy efficient, and they'll heat the whole fucking house. Here's a couch. Once again, everything in here, every fucking thing you see, I made it. That's just what I do. I was doing all that artwork that I was making, and I was trying to sell it, and I would sell some of it. But then people would go, hey, can you make me a custom bedroom set, a custom coffee table? And I started doing that instead, and I was making more money making furniture than art, so I stopped making art and started making furniture, but now I'm a superintendent of a glass company. But here's the bedroom, TV. I made all these cabinets, everything's kind of built in. Captain America shield, got wood lining and everything. Kind of a floating bed. If I open these drawers, there'd probably be way too many dildos in there, which I guess I could do it, but probably won't. So more of my artwork. I did this a collabo piece with this artist named Goddard, which I don't really care for his art much. I just thought that it'd be a nice come up for me to come up. It didn't work out. That's why I got that fucking piece of shit back in my house. Here's a closet. As you can see, it's more than half empty because she took all her shit out, but I'm sure by the weekend it's gonna be full again. I also, because I'm moving, I started downsizing. I started getting rid of shit, and it feels amazing. It's like the less shit that I own, the more refreshing it is. I used to have a giant hat collection, hundreds of hats, and I gave them all away to my cleaner. I actually leave garbage bags for my cleaner every time she comes, and she's ecstatic. I don't know what she does with all the clothes, sells it. Here's the shitter. Of course, all my bathrooms are equipped with urinals, like every man's house should be, because you don't want to sit in your own piss. So you go ahead and put urinals in. Here's some more of my artwork, the Red Hulk. I used to have a few more Hulks, but I actually sold them. That's back when I was trying to sell them. Broke the mirror up, did something crazy, different, original with that. Here's the mirror in here. Floating cabinets everywhere. I don't like anything touching the ground. I used to have a big art piece here of the Red Hulk fighting the Green Hulk. I sold that one. There's a shower. I totally enclosed it for like a steam shower. That's definitely pretty cool. As far as a shower goes, it's come out of the bedroom. There's not too much more to show you because I don't like a bunch of unnecessary bedrooms, just shit that I actually use, which I don't use a lot of it. Here's the garage. It's extremely fucking messy. Normally it's not this bad. Once again, moving, I just got shit going in every direction. There's the dirt bike that I died on 3 times. It is for sale. I don't think one person's even called on it. Selling a dirt bike in the summer in Vegas is not an easy feat to do, so who knows? Hopefully I won't start riding again, but if there's a dirt bike right there, I do take it out on occasion and do wheelies around the block, which I probably shouldn't. It's just really hard to resist. There's my electric bikes, regular bikes. I got a cruiser bike over there. That one's electric. That's one of my kids' bikes over there. There's the garage. I made that wooden America flag. Oh, these are my Death Stars that I started. And I was gonna build them. I was gonna build one for me and one for my buddy. And I just completely lost interest, so I'll never finish that. If you live in Vegas, if you want these, hit me up. Just come and get it. They're free. Otherwise, I'm gonna put them in that fucking dumpster out there. Skateboards, I used to have like 20 skateboards. I gave all those to the cleaner as well. I like to hook her up a little bit. My girlfriend usually gives her a tip that's way too much. Spiral staircase, let me back it up. It goes upstairs. This is like the loft. It used to be a giant game room. I used to have a bunch of parties back when I used to be cool. And had foosball, air hockey, you name it. Every game I had it. Video games, had them all. Realized that I didn't like them that much, didn't play them that much, so I got rid of them. And now up here, all I have is a poker table. And then me and my friends will play poker on occasion. Not often as I would like to. Maybe like 3 or 4 times a year, but that's definitely fun. I do like Nerf guns, but I only like Rival, the ones with the round balls. Probably need to downsize the Nerf gun collection. I made a little shooting gallery for me and my son, which usually leads into a giant Nerf battle. Here's the bar, which I don't drink, so I don't really have much alcohol back there. I just felt like a house needed a bar. I've always wanted a bar, but I mean, let's face it, nobody builds a big shitty house like this for themselves. They do it because they want to get laid. Like, that's the real reason why I built this. Let's call it what it is. There's a poker table. There's another TV. Here's like a gamer coffee table thing that I made. It had the steering wheel in there. When I used to play driving games on Xbox, I haven't touched that thing in forever. I probably just need to sell all that shit. I don't think I'll ever play Xbox ever again. Whenever I have time for gaming, I usually play Switch. I like the Mario games and shit like that. Here's some more of my artwork. Here's an X-Men piece that I did. I also have a tattoo of that. Another piece that I did was the Hulk versus the Man-Thing, which God, I just love that. They're 2 of my favorite characters of all time put together in one piece of art. I thought it was amazing. We'll take you out on the balcony, which will also take you downstairs. I think we'll just go downstairs from here, and I'll show you the front of the house. Here's the balcony, which it has an amazing view of the train and the backside of the freeway. Yeah, I know, no Vegas view strips. You can kind of see the casinos poking out down there, but not really. There's one of the koi ponds. You can see my ducks running around. Here's the deck that I just built. I got that swim koozie. The jets turn on and you can swim against those. It's definitely kind of cool. I love it. I think it's better than a swimming pool because you can swim in it, you can jacuzzi in it, and it's always the perfect temperature and it doesn't cost a lot to run it. If you're ever wondering, if you ever want to check your manliness or know where you're at, build a fucking deck. Build a deck, and then when you see your deck, it'll tell you your man level right there. You also have stairs that come back here. I did the backyard, but just back here on the side. I got a big side of the house over here, which I didn't really do anything with because I don't really use it. Let's come down these stairs. I'll give you a close-up look of the deck because I definitely really proud of it. It's the first thing that I built since my accident. So building it was kind of like a step, you know, of recovery. I just wanted to see if I could do it. I did it. I think it turned out pretty fucking cool. I actually did steps all the way around, so when you approach it, I wanted it to be like multi-level. You step up. Here's a jacuzzi here, and step again. Got a little privacy screen or little sunscreen, and you come back around. It steps again, and then it steps again. And then these things are really cool. I've always wanted one, but I'm really cheap, so I never got one. They usually go for about 30 grand. I got it at a sidewalk sale, $23,000 out the door, which I thought was amazing. It's got jacuzzi jets on this end and swimming jets on this end. It's got like 300 LED lights, and it also has a sound system inside of it, so it's actually pretty cool. I love it to death. I actually use it almost every day. And over here, got a little fire pit. Put that together. That's strictly for s'mores only. That's all we do over there is make s'mores. Not as often as we should. Here's one of the ponds in the backyard. Got a shit ton of turtles and fish. There's my ducks. She gives me eggs. She usually lays them wherever the fuck she wants. They're usually in the water. There's one there in the river. There's one right there in the land. There's usually a couple in the pond. There's a turtle right there. I don't know if you can see him or not. A bunch of kois. Usually the small kois are down here. They come down the river. I try to get them out and put them back over here in the bigger pond. And here's a little duck house, which they don't use at all. I put their food in there. Look at this. There's another fucking egg right there. Like everywhere. She used to lay them in a nest, and I would take them and eat them, and then she'd get pissed off and quit. And now she just randomly lays them wherever the fuck she wants. Here's a big pond. I've got hundreds of fucking koi fish. They just keep having babies. I gotta start getting rid of them because they're just way too many. Like every year I probably get 50 more fish. There's hundreds of koi fish swimming around in that pond. There's a waterfall. It's all overgrown. I need to trim that back so you can actually see the waterfall. But it filters out the water pretty good. That's really the only filtration system that I have. Let me get you around the side of the house real quick and show you the front of the crib and then the courtyard, and then that'll be pretty much it. Hold on, I just had that lower power notification come up on my phone. Here's the front. Once again, live in Vegas. I get so sick of looking at this fucking desert. This is why I want to move to Florida. I want to see green and I want to see water. I don't want to see this shit. Here's the front. I don't know if the glare is like fucking you up. Let me walk you over here in case I think the sun is fucking up the camera a little bit. Try to wrap it up. We're getting real close. Real close. Let me see if it looks better. Over here. Once again, players, it's for sale. If you want it, come and get it. It's not cheap. But if you want a cool gangster black house with a toy room already built in, you know where it's at. Here's the front walking in. I got these gates going into the courtyard. I always wanted to walk over water to get into my house. I just thought it would set the tone, set the mood. These are the 7 magic mountains. If you've ever been to Vegas, you'll know what these are. I just thought it would be a cool art piece for the front of the house. It definitely wakes it up, and it's original. Hold on. I locked the gate. It's got thumbprint technology. Yeah, I know. Fancy. Here's the front pond. I got some giant fucking albino catfish in there. They're usually gonna come out at night. I'll try to bring it over here. Here's the waterfall. That one actually flows pretty good. There's a koi. Let me throw some food in there, see if I can lure them out. But they usually only eat at night. And they usually come out at night. Sometimes they'll come out in the day, but yeah, sorry guys, it doesn't look like that's gonna pan out for you. Oh. I was thinking about it. Not really digging it. Let's see if they'll come out on this side. You got crawdads and all kinds of shit in there. There's the courtyard. And then coming all the way back around. You come into the main part of the house. Back up to the mast, the Africa mast. That's it, guys. I fucking love you guys so much. Sorry for not doing as many videos as I should. Unfortunately, my YouTube days are going to eventually come to an end. I know it's sad, but true. I'm not going to collect toys until the day that I'm dead. Maybe I will. If I do, I don't know how many videos I'll do. Maybe I'll just do like some videos like this on occasion just to say hi to you guys. Some of the coolest action figures that I own right there. From some of the coolest people in the game. I wish I was there, guys. Sorry I couldn't make it. I'll hit you guys up on the next one. I think we're good. This is me signing out. I will see you at Comic-Con. I think it's about a month away. Love you guys. How could we close it? What could we say? All right, fuck Joe Biden. Let's do this shit.